markets are in turmoil. Everything is shifting. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to get wiped out. This is about the greatest bubble. And for those of you with a 401k or hoping for retirement or playing golf for the rest of your life, you better pay attention. Because I think, and a lot of other people think, the biggest stock market crash is on us now. What is going on in the world right now has never happened in the history of the world. I mean, I knew our leaders were screwed up, but not this screwed up. So the crash is bigger than I thought. So in March of 2020 was the biggest crash in world history of the stock market, but nobody knows anything about it because everybody's quarantined at home. So people are missing out on one of the biggest catastrophic cash heists in the history of the world. They don't even know what's happening. Now, the good news is I'm going to make a fortune. This is the best time if you're ready for it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, I have to start off this video by saying I personally hate people in crypto that think 100x in 12 to 18 months for a crypto token is unrealistic. I've lived and profited from plenty of these. I've also witnessed from the sidelines. Plenty of tokens do this as well. You can't bank that this is going to happen, but it does happen, and it happens often. Cardano, Quant, Theta, Terra, Solana are other examples that I didn't invest in, but did well. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to make myself clear. XRP, as stated by Matt Hamilton, he stated a $100 price is possible at some point. Matt Hamilton is a very conservative ex-Ripple developer. And the reason I bring that up is because I've often stated that XRP's minimum price to achieve everything it's looking to do in the world needs to be a $100 price. It sounds far-fetched. It sounds unrealistic. But when we remember that XRP, just based on speculation and reaching its full fib extension, should reach $13 alone, not even considering any flip of the switch moments, on-demand liquidity, Ripple's liquidity hub, CBDCs, any of that. When you consider that just based on speculation and price action alone, it's supposed to hit $13, that $100 price mark does not seem that unrealistic. Solana 100x'd within 12 to 18 months. Cardano went from 2.5 cents to $3. It is possible in this space. And I need you all to recognize that right here, right now, we're at life-changing entry points for your favorite crypto tokens yet again. And for those of you that are newer into the crypto space, you will not have to wait as long as some of us seasoned veterans in crypto have had to wait. Plenty of us have been accumulating for 3, 4, 5 years now. If you're in here now looking to accumulate and you just got in my personal opinion, you're going to make more profits quicker than all of us. Congratulations in advance. You're here and you didn't have to suffer through all those years, but you also don't have the same net level of knowledge. And what that means is you should be continuously educating yourself on this path, because this path in the crypto space in 2022 and beyond, in my opinion, will be what makes us the most money in the shortest amount of time. Now here we have Credible Crypto stating, bears, make sure your caves are warm. You will need them to hibernate soon, as he retweets this from the Real Plan C. It states, we just left the green zone. Not saying the Bitcoin bottom is in, just providing data. And he's discussing this specific zone right here on the bottom right. I never rely on only one metric, but the last 3 times this happened, the Bitcoin bottom was already in, and a massive bullish uptrend did follow. Will macro make this time different? Ladies and gentlemen, I personally don't think so. We have seen crisis upon crisis upon crisis for the past 2.5 years. And we experienced one of the most profound bull markets in the stock market and a great little bull run in the crypto market. But right now, I think the bottom may be in, and don't quote me on that. I'm still open to the possibility that we have one more little crash left before we take off. But plenty of people are looking at this specific summer as a great time to be able to profit from the crypto market before shit hits the fan and the greatest financial crisis in human history occurs. And here, this posted by I Am the One is additional confirmation of this hypothesis. The meme is that Nancy Pelosi is the best politician, the best trader as a politician. There are plenty other politicians that have higher returns in Congress. But take what you want from this specific piece of information. A bear market rally had been expected this summer, and then afterwards pain. SPX following typical seasonality to a perfect T. And in my opinion, it's going to drag crypto along with it. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, politicians, Congress are still in this market. The Federal Reserve, Fed inside officials sold the exact recent peak of the stock market. But in my opinion, Congress is not going to be left bag holding. You better believe they want their bank paper too. And then you have to remember that at the same time, members of Congress are looking to ban themselves from being able to trade stocks. That is very important to note. They're going to do this after they've already exited like bandits, not before. This is further confirming my hypothesis that we do have a bullish rally in us. And while personally I still have 50% of my cash reserves and am continuously accumulating more cash right now through different income streams, what I will say is, if we happen to crash lower, I'll buy the damn dip for the uptrend. And if we happen to just move to the moon from here, I'll just take profits on the way up, and I already have more crypto than I ever imagined having in my life. This is the way we need to play the game, my friends. This is the greatest show on earth that hasn't happened yet. We just got front row tickets, and we're still watching the previews. But when everything's said and done, we will be the stars of our own movie. Now guys, a piece of advice and a gentle reminder as to why I operate the way I do. Kevin O'Leary stated the number one money mistake to avoid during periods of high inflation. And he discussed having things in a savings account is the number one mistake that you can do. It is a guaranteed loss, my friends. If you're earning 0.1% and inflation is at 8%, you're a guaranteed loser. Rename your savings account a losings account. That is why I'm allergic to fiat. I can't stand having cash for too long. The bull gets butterfingers with cash. But you better believe I have diamond hands when it comes to holding my cryptos. I can hold all my cryptos through 80% crashes. And I can hold all my cryptos through 5,000% pumps. I am completely indifferent. It's all about knowing what's going to make you the most money down the road. Never forget that, my friends. Now, with that in mind, we do have to brace for what's coming out of the other side of this recovery in the crypto market. Ladies and gentlemen, US regulators are investigating Binance's BNB token. The SEC is looking into whether or not they should have registered the initial coin offering as a security. Remember, the buck wasn't going to stop with XRP. The SEC is going to try and take over the entire crypto market. BNB, Cardano, anything other than Bitcoin and Ether. Because of course we know they gave them the free pass. Because of course we know Hinman and Clayton were corrupt. The SEC was financially incentivized to let ETH go. And now, every non-Bitcoin and ETH token is under scrutiny. That is why what's going on right now with this Ripple XRP case is so instrumental for the future of this market. A positive ruling and a positive decision would help the entire market. A negative one would collapse everything. That is why tomorrow, June 7th, while they're having this meeting, where members of the XRP army can call in and listen into this case, we have to keep our ears glued to the streets and understand what's going to come out of this is going to affect everything moving forward. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while I do think a bottom is close, this is something we cannot ignore. I constantly present to all of you the negatives that the crypto market has. Tether is still not repegged to $1. Tether is the biggest Ponzi scheme in crypto. Similar to Terra and UST, we would see a worse collapse of the crypto market if whatever happened to Tether ends up happening. We also have this narrative building of solar storms, blackouts, cyber pandemics. We have no idea how bad things could get. We have political tensions in the US and geopolitical tensions with the invasion of Ukraine in the world. Food shortages have been cold. Gas prices are through the roof. The $10 bill is the new $1 bill. Nobody knows what the hell to do. Me, I'm firm as a rock. I'm here in the crypto space watching the crypto market bleed a little bit more at a time. Because I know when they finally uncage the bulls, it'll be the most spectacular fireworks display of price action you've ever seen in your life. Do not forget that. Also understand that U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis and Kristen Gillibrand are introducing the Responsible Financial Innovation Act for regulatory clarity for Bitcoin and crypto. This is extremely important, my friends. This is supposed bullish anticipation. This could be a catalyst for what's to come in the crypto market, for positive price action. Also remember this executive order that should be coming at some point around September. All of these things together, along with the chart analysis right now, shows to me that we will have a recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have extreme fear still? Are you discouraged? Would you be in disbelief if the crypto market recovered? I'm sure you would. That's why you should anticipate that very real possibility. Never lose sight of the end goal, ladies and gentlemen. I'll still be here every single day reminding all of you the magic that this market has in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. With all these bullish catalysts still left over, how could you possibly be afraid? The only way you're still afraid is if you're listening to the news for the masses. Remember, we decipher the news for the classes because we will be godfathered in to the new 1%. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history. In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing. The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We'd get crushed.